Hello everyone, my name is Hisham Hidayatullah and today I will be telling you about the concept of queue in data structures. So queue is something that follows first in, uh, first out order. Because what queue does is that however the order that we give it is the order that we get. Because the objects that we give first is returned to us in the first and so on. So consider maybe object 1. uh, object 2, object 3. So if these three objects are given in the order that object 1, then object 2, then object 3. So a queue will follow the same order that we give them. So if object 1 is the first to be uh, given and the object 2 is the second and object 3 is the third, the queue will return whenever we call upon the queue. The queue will return object 1 first, then object 2 second, and object 3 second. Basically, first in, the first out. Whatever given, we give it the first in, it gives out as the first. So, what are some of the real life practical implications of a queue? So, take an example of a printer. In a printer, we give several documents to print. So, how does the printer print it? The printer takes the first thing to be that is given to it. For example, if you give a document, the first document, consider a PDF of my resume. It is given to print, and one of my photo is then given to print. The PDF will first print my resume, and then it will print my photo because it is the order that it is given. So that is how a printer works in a queue. So let us try to implement the same on Python. So in first we'll create a class called print queue, which is class we need to have a class to implement the printing queue. So first we'll give it a definition of uh, so what we done did right now is that the function needs to call upon the class by itself. So we give it a definition of init dot self, so it runs on its own. Now, for the next, we need to add jobs to the printer. Each document that it needs to print is to be taken as a job. So how will we add jobs? So for that, we will create another function called add underscore job self job. Append. Now, what we did here is that we are appending each jobs to the class of print queue. So each document that needs to be printed is given to the class that is print queue. So it can be printed and can be called upon later. Now for printing the job, we need to have another function called process underscore job. So if there is something in the jobs, it needs to be printed. So we'll give it job equal to self dot q dot pop. Now, for the pop function, we need to print what is given. We need to print the first document to be given, and then so in the order. So, if we are going to print that first, we need to give it a index of 0, because if you do not give any index, the printer will print the last document that is to be uploaded. So now then we will give it a print printing command so that it will show you which job it is printing. Now else, if there is no jobs to be printed, or if everything is already done printing, what will we do? Now there needs to be a command called no more jobs to print. So that it can show it will show us that our jobs are all done and we do not have any more documents to print. So that is the job. Now let's go on to an example. So we'll give the printer variable called printer q. So first we'll add some jobs. Printer dot add underscore job document one, and then printer dot add underscore job uh, doc, uh, document 2. So now we have added two jobs to it, document 1 and document 2, that the printer needs to print. Now let's give it the process to be printed. That is the function that is process job. So process job, and then once more process dot printer dot process underscore job. Now, now if you run this, uh, printer.choose, choose, sorry, it's print q. Now we can see that the printer has printed document 1 and document 2. So if we add one more process dot job, we will see that document 1 and 2 is printed and there is no more jobs to print, because the number of jobs that the printer has to print has finished already, and it is showing us that there is no more jobs to print. Now consider if we give printer document 5 first and then document 8, or maybe document 1. Then let us see how it prints. The printer prints document 5 first and then document 1. As you can see, the first object or the first job that we give to the printer is done first, as in a queue. So you can understand how a queue works in data structures. And also, I hope my real life practical implication was really helpful for you. So that's it. Thank you.